whose name in history is written with his own blood. His love for his people and country made him fearless and determined to see us free, a true patriot and a freedom fighter. He came from a peasantry background, and being born in a village made him understand that life is hidden in a seed, and seeds are not instant providers of nutrients, but sources of life. He, as a result, worked on the cultivation of our land to prepare it for plowing, and he truly plowed the revolutionary seed, which made the regime uncomfortable and expelled him from Tefdo. He then went to work Soweto on June 16, 1976, although 2 years after his demise was the work of that great son of the soil. His short life was spent fully on ensuring the liberation of Tanzania. He crossed to Botswana not to hide from the apartheid forces, but to intensify his resolve to see the white minority rule toppled in his country of birth. This made him a project that cost the regime sleepless nights, and boss had to devise means to permanently remove him from society. He then was assassinated. His life ended, but the fields he cultivated flourished even until up to today. Our gathering here is evidence enough that he was not an ordinary man, but a determined soldier willing to take apartheid machinery head on, for our freedom meant everything to him. They killed the sower, but failed to dig the seed out. Tsietsi Mashinini, Khotso and others were the harvest that made white South Africa never to rest. The time of a true revolutionary is set well ahead so that revolution is not delayed. On its own, the intention of any revolution is to secure the future. It is not, comrades, surprising as such that today, more than 4 decades after his demise, even though some of us were just little boys and girls, we fully understand his commitment to our liberation and desire to suspend his own life to ensure our lives progresses without apartheid baggage and self-undermining. When he was expelled from Tefdo, to many it was a setback, but to him a liberation vehicle was set in motion, and had no time to lament or mourn his expulsion. After all, Tiro knew very well that Tefdo and other peripheral institutions like Fort Hare, Ungoye, University of Western Cape, Westville, and any other one like them were apartheid structures intending to build a bourgeois class that will look down on its own people. The idea was to capture those who survived secondary schooling and mold them into instruments that will assist in perpetuating